So hey guys, so this video is going to be about the common misconceptions of what people think that Australia is like and what the usual questions that we get when tourists and international students come over here into Australia. So enjoy. So the first question is, do you ride kangaroos every day? No, we actually ride kangaroos every second day. So we drive cars, we catch buses, we catch trains, just like everywhere else in the world. And we don't ride kangaroos. Kangaroos aren't actually visible in the city because they live out in the bush. And the only way you'd be able to see a kangaroo here is if you went to the zoo, or if you actually were travelling out into the country and you happen to see one, which is probably very rare. But they are very aggressive animals if you don't treat them right. So they will actually attack you. That's, of course, if you aggravate them. Otherwise, they are just happy to go along, just like any other animal. Second question I have is, what language do you speak in Australia? Finnish. No, we actually do speak English, just like every other country. As you can see, I speak normal English, normal grammar, correct grammar and correct structure. So we don't go around saying, "G'day, mate," put some shrimp on the barbie. Would you like, to go out in my tinny? That is unless you do go into country Victoria, where some people do actually speak like that. But it's hilarious to see that people who come overseas actually greet us with "G'day," whereas we actually do just say "Hello, how are you?" in a normal conversation. So the third question is, what preventative measures do I need to take to stop myself from being bitten and dying from the venomous creatures in Australia? How about not coming to Australia at all? But no, seriously, the venomous creatures that you guys hear about, the snakes and spiders, they are usually out in the bush, and that's where they do actually stay. It's just like living in suburban New York or Michigan, or in the city out there, or even in Paris and France. Creatures don't actually walk around where we can visibly see them, and they only do bite if you are out in the bush, or if you are out in a hot, warm place, usually, or if you haven't actually taken care of your garden, so done your normal trimmings, and you do find snakes anywhere. So it's just another misconception that people assume that when you're living in Australia, we are constantly confronted with venomous creatures and we tackle them to the ground like Crocodile Dundee. But no, that is actually false. Okay, another question is, what do you guys refer to as football? Do you refer to football as soccer? No. Football for us is actually AFL, so Australian Football League. It is a different game, which is played with a ball that is actually oval in shape. It isn't soccer, which is what most people think it is. Soccer here is actually soccer and not football, and football is actually AFL. And then there is also rugby, which is a totally different game, which is almost like the gridiron you guys have over in America, I'm pretty sure. And yeah, and then we also have cricket and all those other ones. But yes, so soccer is soccer and football is football. How do you guys eat Vegemite? Very easily. So you just rub it on your toast and you eat it. No, seriously. To be honest though, I don't actually eat Vegemite. It doesn't taste very nice. You'll actually find that most Australians don't like Vegemite. But then again, that just depends where and whereabouts in Australia you live and who you hang around with. But yeah, most people don't like it. It's still a pretty big part of our culture, and we do eat a lot of it, especially for breakfast, but we don't actually rub it on a lot of things or on a lot of food. It's just a breakfast item that you pop on your toast and a little bit. And I guess the reason that international people or tourists don't like Vegemite is because they don't know the correct way to eat it. So if you grab Vegemite and it's not like you're putting on margarine or jam or butter and you don't put a lot of it on. You're only meant to scrape a tiny bit of Vegemite on there, on your toast, so you only get a slight subtle taste, and I guess hence that's why not many people like it. But it's like an acquired taste, so you get used to it, and if you do feel like putting yourself through the torture every day of eating it, then it is actually pretty delicious, and it is quite healthy for you, because it's made from fermented yeast. But yeah. So that is all the questions that I have time for today. Thank you for those people who asked me questions, and I will hopefully be making more videos in the future. So send me down your comments and subscribe, or ask me what I should do for my next video. Thank you.